But yeah, let's leave and go talk to him, I guess.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys.
I didn't mean to click.
Half their reasoning just went out the window.
I didn't mean to click on Kim. I meant to click on the little bubble.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
What popped up above my head? There it is. Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of cash considering it's like 20 real a night. We can see the shape of Kim's room. Okay, so what at this point? Confront the Hardy Boys with the new info? Is that what like Kim is like telling us that we should do? Seems dumb, I think. But I guess we could, especially with the lawyer there. Yeah, let's see what we got. Confront the pigs, get my gun, speak to the assault victim, confront them. The old guy in uniform playing pet on the plaza. Looks like a war veteran. Maybe he can tell you something about Maybells. Who's the pet? Oh, okay. Uh, talk to her later. Okay. Who are you?
Hi, gendarme. Another
Ah,
rendezvous.
hello.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here? Bye-bye, gendarme.
We definitely want that composure where we try to figure out things and then have Kim be laughing. Composure, composure. Colors composure, yellow. I've been looking for blue this whole time. I might have passed something that gave me composure. Let's see. No, nothing. Just these. Just these. All right.
Hi again, gendarme.
What are you doing?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Kick some ass. It's all the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
Anyway, he's so different.
It's the sports.
That
He's
one.
a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions. Nothing. That I didn't see anything. Why shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Sure. Anything else on your mind? You did? And how did you like him? I told you he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return to his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Okay, I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Alright, we'll try that one again.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Maybe, if he's still around. I guess confront Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
Should have asked to see that lady's... I guess that'd be weird. The bottom of her shoes.
Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Yeah, whatever.
You're gonna just throw her under the bus? I'm gonna save scum before that. I'll feel bad if she like gets killed by these guys because she didn't lie.
It's you again. What is it? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
Oof.
A crazy bitch. You know the
Oof.
type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her, and you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy! Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
So, rhetoric is telling me I should listen to it, and then logic was telling me I don't need to listen to it. Alright, sick. Conflicting brain ideas here.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Ah. Fuck you and your tape, or listen to it. I mean, his tape is gonna be false information that he was held at gunpoint and probably said. So it's just gonna be a lie, which is what logic is telling us. While rhetoric is saying, without the tape, though, they'll have nothing, but then they'll just keep pointing at the tape if we had listened to it.
Excuse me? What the fuck was that?
Eat my dick.
Let him go, Titus. I'm sure he doesn't need it.
Sure, lawman. You do you. I'll do Titus and get fucking wasted.
Yeah, pissed him off. Ooh, rhetoric. Ooh, this'll be nice if we nail this. Fingers crossed. Go.
Convince
Nice.
Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Oh. Yeah.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out.
Oh,
Now go in for the...
Fat Angus, no.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He's dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Poor Angus. Fat Angus.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
So you didn't kill him? He was already dead?
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
With the bartender and then girl upstairs?
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window.
Yeah.
Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
Other girl, the dyed-haired one? Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's obviously the real killer. Dude, what is going on in that chair behind me? What is that?
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Tibbs the Eighth Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Tibbs. That's short for...
Yeah. Good man.
Sorry, you're farting.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on police radar. They're powerful, connected to the Moral Intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So then, whose idea was it to hang him?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it, for political reasons. It sent a good message. Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
It's okay that there's a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it. Nope, you're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
So, like, they were having a three-way, and then the dude got sniped? Is that my understanding? So then none of the girls are the murderer?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klasia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
Him.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Sorry I had you guys fight.
Me too.
Oh. Alright. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Can I do this yet?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling.
Hey.
The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Alright, let's see if we can nail this. Actually, we've been trying to get this for a while. Let's see if we got any more perception clothes. I know our shoes, for some reason, give us perception. Lose a perception. Lose a perception again? Jeez. Alright, no perception. Let's do it.
Behind the
Oop.
dockworkers, nothing.
Failed.
Just black tangles
Hate
on
my
the
life.
hair of an old woman.
Squint.
There's a little slot. One can't see into the Union box.
God damn it. Next level we get perception, that's for sure. Whole story from Titus. Confront her. Okay. And we ignored the tape, and that worked out in our benefit, apparently. Thanks to logic. Or sight issues, yes. Well, I mean, perception's also been hearing and, like, feeling and stuff, too. It's not just sight. So it does, like, arguably kind of maybe make sense, but, like, not really. How does... Like, it would make sense if it, like, only worked on specific perception checks, but then that would be, like, kind of annoying to figure out. Sight issues work, though. They're like some, like, Elder God Cthulhu shoes that have eyeballs all over them. Sensei shoes sounds like a racist shoe store. Just throwing it out there.
This window is...
That was my idea. I wasn't reading your thing, just so you know. After yesterday's like nightmare stream, this stream today is going like okay-ish. Having some weird like game issues, which maybe just involves me restarting my computer, rolling back a driver, but glad that we didn't crash. Oof.
Why not?
What do we got for volition? I know we have something. What's this? Yeah.
It's always good to see you.
I mean, we'll talk to her more, and then maybe this will get some more points.
You haven't listened to it? You sure you don't want to hear it before questioning me? Sure. You can trust me. I'm guessing he tried to give you the door gunner megamix, yeah? They've got him saying he'd like to rape and kill. Do Ravishal Soldier of the Apocalypse style. It really upset the boys. I never said he was a good man, only that he was in bed to me. We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Soldier of the Apocalypse here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? Here in Martinez, I mean.
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be. That's about it, I think. It's not a very long tape. The tape? I think he said whore a lot. He said this wasn't Revachol. He said it was a fucking village with village elephants and that he was gonna do us all Kohoi style.
Kohoi, a village that was the site of infamous war crimes in the South Safre conflict, the ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12 years, with atrocities piling up daily, mostly committed by Grad.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As for Kohoi, he wasn't actually there. Not from what he told me, at least. But he might as well have been. I could see he'd lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything. No, I'm pretty sure he did terrible things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living, until they just sort of turned into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained, almost.
People who go to the university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. You can almost see her turning the pages.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And that tape didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier. It was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then encased in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And I'm wearing it now. You think he assaulted you?
I'm quite sure he didn't, officer. Anytime, officer.
Tell us more?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
How old?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Yeah, we were right. Better than Kim.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Thanks, Pain Threshold. Yeah, I didn't know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery. or darts?
Still about getting hits and not missing?
That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. Where were we?
He's lying.
Eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo.
Oh, that. Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh yeah. No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Change of topic, perhaps?
We ordered a toxicology. What will that show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I could do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjen Rek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Orania did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
A column of air encircles her, brushing gently on the metallic silver fabric that covers her shoulders and her long, slender arms.
True. It did not love him.
The feeling dissipates. The cold passes. The woman's eyes follow yours to the piece of notebook paper.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
It's a low chance. Even putting a point in it will only get it up to like, what, 42 is the next step? No, it can't be it. Like 36 maybe? So, not really worth putting a point into volition for that. Let's just keep talking.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Oh, Rhetoric literally shushed volition.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the moonlight. The Pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. I have people after me, and they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oranese lit. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene. It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papayolo. Milk. I'm just gonna yell Papayolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Funny.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me.
Yeah.
I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Big oof on this whole storyline.
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
Yeah. Gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Yeah, did you kill him?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Answers people have this crazy idea that you killed him. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. Must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? Wait, what? We're just accusing her of it?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it? Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waking up from 1,000 years of sleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going through the dialogue chain, Cal. But, like, at the same time, we are pulling out the fact that she did lie about some stuff.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work. I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
Okay.
Like what?
People after you?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why'd you call the cops?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. and then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched.
Who know?
Moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Hey, you did the video game thing, so it was fine. It's funny. I like it when games do that.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you, and she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her.
Okay, so we have this one for volition, and then this one for drama, which drama is a better stat. But like, what even are these checks? I don't even understand what either of them are. I'm gonna slap on some drama clothes and click the drama one, because the drama one's new, so I'm curious about it. Put on our mesh top for drama. What else do we got for drama? Our bow tie. This outfit, apparently. Or this one. We'll put on this one. Alright. Let's drama.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
Oh yeah, look, we got that one up high.
To a murder investigation.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Your real name? Up high, electrochemistry. Dude, drama's so toxic. Like, it tells you if people are telling the truth or lying, but will also be toxic. But even this one is like, what?
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commonser. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it. No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Yeah, it's all just... it's stupid.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now. West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic ball floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea. Long, spindly arms are spinning the boy around, turning it, inspecting it like a magic 8-ball, trying to find a way to snap it open.
Nothing is useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline. It's Katarzyna Elysium.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugograd in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism. It also makes Klasia almost an acronym for Katarzyna Elysium.
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Klasia?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago. My parents were Zhemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elysium is my father's name.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Were you not a pageant winner?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
Trauma.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Kim? What are we arresting her for? Just like lying to us? Or just because like there's an odd chance that if we think she's a huge liar and she's an espionage person that maybe she killed the guy?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath.
Yeah, I asked Kim.
In the presence of some tiger.
He said we could.
You are. This is not the end of this.
I mean, we just want to keep talking about the lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
Drama's being a shit.
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough.
What's happening?
That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of...
Oh shit, we're arrested her. What? I don't even know what's happening.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She knows something. She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby. She has this thing for me, ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants. Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, as I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be, to keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
You've been trying to kick that door down, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Alright, well, we have the choice here, right? Savoir-faire wants us to leave her alone, but savoir-faire is us stealing and lying. Drama wants us to arrest her, and Volition also wants us to arrest her, it seems. Anyone feel passionately? In the chat, say your piece now. I will give you a few minutes. Not a few minutes. I'll give you the next, like, one post I see in the chat, and then I'll go. Like, obviously taking her in because she's so directly involved, could be useful in terms of questioning her at a station. It's like that. But then arresting her for, like, obstructing police investigation. You'd rather we not arrest her personally? What's your reasoning? Jan says we take her in. If she's innocent, then there's no problem. But, like, we know she's not innocent because she actively lied to the police to try to fuck up our investigation. But she could have just lied about all that. We don't even know it's true. Sounds like you're believing her lies, Kel.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
Yeah, I wanted to arrest her.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink, and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
I want Kim to, like, have something.
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
You do have the form.
By God, she's playing him too. Like a fiddle, sire. Who would have known?
What will have changed in 2 months?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol. Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
A free Revachol. There is a low, distant rumble on the motor tracks. A great machine shaking the pillars down south. Electricity runs up your spine.
So why ask you? To see what you have to say. Maybe you had a good argument as to why she shouldn't be arrested. And then I would be swayed by your argument and then not arrest her.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
It's coming.
The fuck? A free Revachol is coming.
I know, but...
The political gambit has failed. She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day.
Oh, we can't have no... We want Kim around.
Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Yeah, I like her idea of writing into the station. Just, hey, like, I get that you have to arrest me because I was a shit. Do a write-in. Like, do that for me. So, like, yeah, I think that. I think that's a fair choice. Of, like, letting her get her 1 to 2 months of, like, yeah, maybe things will change for her. Maybe she'll run away. It doesn't matter. But basically telling her to get out of Revachol. She's gonna bail or kill herself with drugs? Yeah, but, like, if she shows up here again, she's going to jail. So, like, that's fine by me. sending her to jail now doesn't really get me anything. Like, personally, I don't get anything out of this. Having, like, the consequence of how she's acted here, like, but without, like, really having to do much about it. I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll just call it in, whatever. And then she has to, like, move on from here, finally. And then you have this one of, like, don't arrest her just makes no sense to me currently. Where it's just like, yeah, I get she was, like, helping us in the investigation, but she only helped us after like, confronting her with lies that she told us. So, like, that's not really help. So, I think I'll not be super harsh, but be kind of, like, mediocre harsh.
I won't.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire.
It's fine, drama.
I promised I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
Let's talk about Rudy.
She nods,
Ruby.
then nervously pulls on her
I got nothing.
Okay.
It looked like it was highlighted, but I guess not. Yeah, right? I'm here to solve a murder with my partner, so I don't want to arrest her, because then Kim has to go away, too. So, like, we did the put her under arrest thing, so...
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath.
Ooh, we got a shivers thing?
As if in the presence of some tiger.
And we get -3 on snowing. There's a +3 again. We can do this. We can't put any points in the shivers. I wanted to put a point into perception. Yeah. Do this.
Wait. Stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
Yeah.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim?
Huh? How old? 58. He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
There's silence. Then a little more.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
This requires scientific measurements.
Yeah.
To the laboratorium.
Aw, man. Oh, jeez. We'd have to unlock that. That's our last one, too. Date of birth generator. No research negative or anything. Huh. Maybe we'll pick that one up next level. In the meantime, we got a shivers check.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
A warm column
Nice.
rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape, bits of paper and birds on the thermal, along with several million liters of water, all rising up into the great Insulindian sky. Because it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the oceanic current flowing into the bay, the people on the streets, and the machines that hum in the harbor. Heavy fuel oils, too. From the vapor, a great cumulus is formed, a cloud castle 1,000 meters high. A flock of seagulls screams, hitchhiking on the thermal. They too are part of the procession, the Honor Watch. For her, the guest, waiting. As safe as you keep her. For Gloria, soon these clouds will all fall down as rain. Spring will come. 2 more months, maybe less. It's time.
You mean here in Martinez? I'm waiting for the miracle to happen. It'll take one to get me out of the mess I'm in.
And what would that miracle be?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return is a big hit in the industrial espionage circles. A lot of desperate, seedy types there. All screwed in this unipolar world. Don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol. The return, well, it's part urban myth, part political science. It's a fool's hope, sir, and it's also all I've got. They say there will be an event, that it will happen somewhere here.
Looking at, like, the Rapture?
In Revachol. Revachol West. They say it will happen soon, and that it will change everything.
Le retour.
As I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd, a lot of people, like me, who need a new color on the map. It's all blue, you see, and that blue doesn't like us. No, I came all this way on a false passport and some money. To hide, mostly. In the most volatile part of the Real Belt, where it's easiest to disappear. Where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. This is just something to get me through the night, you know? A little espérance. Soon. But it's been soon for almost half a century now, so don't hold your breath. No need to worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure the streets will not erupt in seditious violence just yet.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, return on investment. I don't know exactly. It's meant to be vague, as promises generally are. But at the same time, I mean, things can't go on like this forever. Something will give. It always does.
It's an empty vessel, an amphora waiting to be filled. Something always returns from the past. It's how the future happens. Many guesses turn out to have been right.
Yeah, I guess it is.
So she thinks, at least partly, that this return will feature a self-governing Revachol. She has already placed her bets.
I do.
Yeah, our demon shiver powers told us it will.
I agree, detective. Something is coming. Trouble. It will be a hot spring. I don't know what exactly, but...
Kim has shivers?
Something is happening in this city. I can feel it when I'm out here at night.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again. Above her, a great cumulus cloud rises, ready to fall down as precipitation. April will come, then May. A month, maybe 2 from now. You shudder. The feeling dissipates. The thought ends.
Alright, well that's it. So getting through that door is a big thing. So we gotta get Titus to give us Ruby's location, and then we also have to get through that door if that's what Ruby was using to get around, and then we gotta go find that. So...
The same small, heavy door.
Physical instrument. We can get 2 points into it to make it... What, a +4? Because then we can take whatever item off that's making us lose it.
Small, heavy door. No lock inside.
It was what it was a 3 before, so that'll a +4 might get it to like a 17 or like a 28 or something. Then it's like a higher chance, and we could maybe just save scum it at that point. But we'll have to take a point into that to try that door again, because that's finally the door that gets us into the potentially down to the kitchen, and we've been wanting to get through there the whole game. Oh, there is also the window downstairs we can look through too. That might give us something, because one of the pluses on it is finding the mysterious door. So, yeah, for like no reason, it's just chugging right now. Oof. Got all those frames lost. Weird. I wonder if how they load up the like small rooms like that is they really have like an area that's like all of that like rooms, basically like all of the interiors just in one area, but then the map loads you into where you are. That's probably how it's designed. I bet if you could zoom out the thing really far, you could probably see all the other empty rooms, like inside the apartment, the coal room, this, you know, and that's why it chugs when it loads this in. It also chugs because of whatever's going on that's wrong with my computer as of yesterday. But watch a reset just completely fix this problem for tomorrow. We're really making some progress today. Like, finally.
Behind the dock workers.
Come on.
Height window. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely.
Huh?
And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me. We can't.
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
We're Fat Angus.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch and slides it across the table to you.
Oh, thanks, Theo.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Alright. Anyone know why this key was hanging outside your window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys. No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Wonder what it opens.
You could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
Fun door. We could deal with like progressing the like Titus conversation story later.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Ah, neat. So pinball says something. The theme is horses and swords. Another pinball machine. Pinball's white something. Black Lash is a female figurine in mourning. NB, the spare key is tied in the bush outside. NB. $5? Well, golly gee.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Him.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
You played it?
A little.
Let's play pinball.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, finger boy. Those flippers are ready.
Read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius
Kim Slit.
taken on the world's tallest
I like this.
Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Indeed, think of them as balls.
Alright, we have $142 burning a hole in our pocket.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids, other people's kids too, sometimes pets. Hateful little man. But you seem to be having fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. An ampoule? The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
Why do I get bad at ball game? Oh, because I fucked up those guys' ball game. That's right, earlier.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
This is a red check and cannot be retried. Did we save before coming in here? I saved my game? Aw, shit. 70% chance? I'm gonna have to deal with that, I guess, later. Because there's a good chance we could hit that. 17's not bad, and we probably have things that can give us reaction speed. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna play again for $1 and equip some reaction speed stuff.
I've been wondering the same.
There goes nothing, finger boy.
Like, we do some... Where's reaction speed? Yeah, equip this. Well, we got something that gave us a boost. Anything messing up our reaction speed? Winning's too stressful, relatable. Yeah, man, same. That's why I choose to never win at anything in life. Let's do a hard save just in case, because we're also probably going to end the stream with this.
The machine is dead.
We only have that one chance. I'm loading this. We literally only have one chance to do it. And then that's it. Putting on reaction speed clothes, not relatable. I don't know, like getting dressed for exercise. Yeah, I'm reloading a save. I wanna see what happens if we keep playing. Kim might be impressed with us. Okay, so I think that put us right before we open the door.
You see, it could be connected to the key fit the darkness.
Yeah. We'll be skipping all this dialogue. Alright, let's get to what's important. And then drop an F5. Do this.
Over there, in the corner, not just any pin.
The pinball?
Oh, it's more than just a classic.
A little.
I want to get all the pinball dialogue again.
Great. Cornelius will get the game on.
Just because, in case it comes up later.
Are ready. Above the painting of the theme of the peak of the areas around the place. Indeed.
Alright, here we go, gang. Saves come in this, and once we get it, that's over.
If they only knew the kind of an avid. He also, but you seem to be.
Your game suddenly maneuvering tiny and ample. The words, pet.
Congratulations.
There's so much. This, you're down. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it.
How? If you can't even see it.
Well, it's a 28% chance now with the one bonus to reaction speed, so we'll probably arguably only need to do this 4 times-ish. Probably more than that. Probably take more than that. But, I don't know. We've been getting kind of lucky rolls on the saves coming. It hasn't taken too many tries. And on some of the stuff that we should have failed, we've been getting good rolls today. So, I don't know. Luck of the dice is with us.
Over there, in the court, not just any pinball machine.
Oh,
Scum? TJ? No, I'm not. I'm save scumming to get this. I'll never be able to do it again.
Those flippers are ready.
And then once I get it, I'm ending the stream.
It takes a while to get go.
I feel sorry for
Come on, do it. Do it. Do it.
The words,
Congrats.
This, you're down, you're in a perfectly balanced...
And do it. Failed. Trash man. Also, hey TJ, how's it going? It's pronounced scrum, guys. That's the cert I'm getting this week, hopefully. Scrum with an R after the C.
Over there, not just any...
Ah, great.
Scoom.
Cornelius will get the game on, finger.
But if you remove the S, TJ, what's it become?
It takes a while. Go.
I feel sorry for...
Your game, suddenly, maneuvering, tiny and ample, the words...
Congrats.
This, you're down, you're in a perfectly balanced system.
Failed. Every time we heal, it's because we failed. So I know immediately that we failed when that heal pops up. Skooma? No, TJ's right, it's Coom. Coom Kelly. The thing I say all the time. What is that emote? Is that like just a giant laser? It's a good emote. This sucks. I hope this is the last time we have to do this.
In the corner.
I could just ignore it and then like come back here later.
This is the pinnacle of
and put a point into reaction speed.
Mountain goats.
If I fail it this time, that's what we're gonna do.
Cornelius will get the game on, finger boy. Those flippers.
I do like it calling me finger boy though.
It takes a while. Go.
I feel sorry for...
Your game is definite. Suddenly, a special passage leading maneuver.
Come on. Come on, give it to us. Let's see it. Let's do it. Playing pinball. Super good. Get this. Nailed it. First try.
We keep the final goat ball in play, reacting to the tiniest stimuli, floating in the flow state. The fog is clearing, and suddenly, the old speaker crackles.
We're 2 knuckles deep right now.
Gordy ball is lit.
Huh?
A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. It's larger than the goats and matte black. Cornelius spell the white letters running across the equator. So violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the last goat into the abyss. Then proceeds to bounce all across the board as if carried by some demonic otherworldly inertia.
Yeah, that was my first try too.
High score, announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy ball to join the goats backstage. Cornelius vanishes, and the machine powers off.
That's amazing.
I won, Kim.
You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a monumental achievement, Detective.
Oh, we're gonna get a fist bump from Kim?
Congratulations, Your Highness.
Nice.
That was really impressive. The machine needs a good service before anyone else can even attempt it again. Yes. Good times.
Once again, the machine becomes one with the dust and the darkness.
There we go. Do a hard save there. We cheated and won at some whatever that was. And then for some reason, like, oh yeah, like, I can't imagine being Kim, right? Like, our character just like has no memories or anything, has just been nothing but insane this entire time. But then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, just we keep doing weird shit that like makes us seem like a really good police officer and surprises Kim. And we just like, oh look, pinball, and then beat a pinball machine that nobody has ever beaten before. It just like breaks some sort of record or whatever. Like, Kim must be very confused by our character, just like all the time, and just everything we do is just so off-putting to him. But with that, it is around time to end stream. So probably going to end the stream. And then We're still not raiding people because of Disco, and I would like to raid other Disco people, but I don't want to get spoiled on the game, nor do I want, like, to, like, hop into someone's game and, like, spoil it for them by accident, because I'm terrible about that. So, plus, like, with the thing of alternate playthroughs and all that kind of stuff, the game can be so different, and you can have so much other information based on your choices, no matter how far along in the game you are. So, we'll just call it there. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream, and we will hopefully be back tomorrow. Whatever the computer tech issues we had yesterday looks like they're solved, so we'll keep up with Disco. And then whatever weird graphical issues were happening today with this, I'm kind of hoping a reset of my PC fixes it. But I guess I'll have... I do have plans to play Halo with a friend tomorrow morning, so that'll be a good test to see if my game is going to run like shit, is playing that. But if it is, then I'll have to do some digging, and hopefully I'll fix it by tomorrow night's stream. But hope everyone had a nice time hanging out. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for chatting with me. I definitely need people to interact with. But yeah, hope everyone has a good rest of your night. Thanks for watching the stream. Good night. I hit the end stream button and it's just like also running like shit. So now I'm just stuck here awkwardly.